I'm Diane Louise Paul. I'm from Northampton, New Hampshire. I've been a resident there for 50 years, and I've been doing this Exeter Farmers Market for almost 20 years. This is where I sell most of my work. My business is Diane Louise Paul, handcrafted leather and repair. What I'm doing right now is I'm hand stitching a strap that will have antique sleigh bells on it, like on the table. And this is called a saddler's locking stitch. Every single stitch is individually knotted, so if a harness broke here or there, it wouldn't unravel. And I have an awl. This is an awl. I have an antique awl. This is an antique stitching pony. A stitching pony you use with a chair. I have my chair. I had a pricking iron. I had first pricked my holes, so I know where I want to stitch. I take my awl and I open up every single hole by hand. And I pass the thread one way. I pass it another way, and I'm going to show you a double stitch locking stitch. 1, 2. And I pull it real tight, so every single knot is buried inside.
I can carry you, May.
And what I really love about the Exeter Farmers Market is because I can come out, sell my wares, and hand stitch out in this beautiful light. Natural lighting, I love stitching in natural lighting. I do 95% of my stitching is outside in natural lighting. And the Exeter Farmers Market has one of the best customers around when you come here. Everybody's nice, they come and talk to you, come look at my work, say hello. People ask me, can I come to your store? And I say, I don't have a store, I have a closed studio. No one comes to my studio at home. They come here to the farmers markets to buy my work. I'm a member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen, and I do their 9-day show every year at Mount Sunapee. And I do the Exeter, I do the Portsmouth, and I'm going to be doing the Durham Farmers Market this year. So I'll do 3 markets a week, sometimes just 2, and that's where people come to see me and make their orders, or I do a lot of repair work. Like right now I made a little mistake, so I have to pull it out and fix it. What got me into leatherwork, originally I trained race horses, and I galloped race horses and did train some of my own at Rockingham Park. And I needed a new pair of chaps. And the lady that made my first pair of chaps left the track, and I went and bought 2 hides of leather, bought an antique sewing machine, and self-taught myself. I'm all self-taught. And because I self-taught and I use antique tools, and this work is basically classified as pre-Civil War heritage crafts, and I've been picked for the 15th year in a row by Early American Life for museum quality work, because it's a heritage crafts, it's an old craft. And I started doing the farmers markets way before they became trendy for artists to be at markets. And when I first started this market back then, we maybe had 5, 6, 8 vendors here selling over the years, and it just looked very, very small. And just the last couple of years, that farmers markets have exploded. We got probably over 40 vendors here now. You know, it's a very, very beautiful market area. To come down here in Exeter, to be able to, walk the town, go eat, and walk at the beautiful sites, and come to a market and buy local organic food and local crafts, and meet the artists and actually see them make their work live. It's a fantastic market. The lacing's all cut by hand out of a full hide of leather. Do everything by hand. The little doggy, this is the leash, and this is the collar. It's all hand braided.
My name is Liz Conrad, and this is my husband Jeff Conrad. We own and operate Riversley Farm, which is in Epping, right off of Route 125, just a few miles from here. And we raise and sell 700 or 800 sheep and goats in a year. I'm sculpting with wool by taking raw wool, clean wool that I've processed, and I'm packing it with a barbed needle. And what happens is I can make all different shapes and sizes. I can make three-dimensional things. This happens to be a teddy bear that I made. And if you squeeze it, you'll see it's solid wool. It's not stuffed with anything. It's not.
Learned to felt so well that she made this.
Careful, I'll felt my own farmer, right? So you can do all kinds of fun things with felting, and you can felt with a barb needle like I am, or you can also use water and friction. So that is how, for instance, we make our bird yurts. So we make these bird nests by cleaning the wool, washing it, combing it, and then we use water and friction to turn it into cloth. And all of that is one piece of wool turned into a bird's nest, rather than being stitched or anything else.